Very good morning. Now, last class we discussed the preparations of alkanes, the various methods, method number 5, Corey-House synthesis and Grignard reagent. Grignard reagent, many times we are using this word in the organic chemistry for the preparation of various organic compounds. Now, last class we are seeing the chemical properties of the alkanes. So, alkanes do not react to, why? Because already they are having the strongest sigma bond and carbon carbon bond is a non-polar bond. So generally the reactivity of chemical substance will be, the reactivity of alkanes is low. But anyway, but alkanes can undergo at certain conditions, it can undergo the free radical substitution reactions. Free radical substitution reactions. Free radical substitution reactions. Free radical substitution reactions. So already we are seeing the free radical substitution reaction, positive will finish. Free radical substitution reactions, major three chemical reactions are important. That is, first one is halogenation. 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 That means alkanes, generally you can take methane reaction with halogenation, either fluorine or chlorine or bromine or iodine. Second one is nitration. 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 So alkanes generally methane. Nitration with HNO2, nitrous acid or HNO3, nitric acid, any one. Nitration generally we can go with nitrous acid also and nitric acid also. Third one is sulfonation. Sulfonation. Sulfonation reaction. Sulfonation means we are using the sulfonating agent. Methane alkane reaction with concentrated sulfuric acid. So we are writing here is this, it is fuming sulfuric acid. Fuming sulfuric acid. Fuming means fumes are coming. So what is it by fuming sulfuric acid? Fuming sulfuric acid is the mixture of SO3 and sulfuric acid. This mixture is called as fuming sulfuric acid. So mix these together, we can get H2SO7. One for this one is also called as oleum. Oleum. H2SO7. Oleum. Okay, so these three are the most important discussions. So chemical properties, first type of reactions, free radical substitution reactions. Already I told you the condition. What are the conditions for the free radical substitution reaction? Free radical substitution reaction condition is how to substitute means first one we will see for halogenation. Halogenation first one, chlorination. Chlorination of methane. Chlorination of methane. Chlorination of methane. Methane, chlorination, add chlorine. So free radical reactions, there are certain conditions. There is H nu or sunlight, or we can use high temperature, otherwise in presence of peroxide, like this, we can get the compound is CH3Cl plus HCl. Free radical reactions cannot be stopped with one step. So we can continue with CH3Cl, add one more chlorine, same conditions we can apply, that is we can get CH2Cl2 plus HCl. Again CH2Cl2, add one more chlorine, we can get CHCl3 plus HCl. Again CHCl3 plus Cl2, same conditions, you can get CCl4 plus HCl. When the chemical reaction will be happen like this, means see, each and every time we are using chlorine and chlorine and chlorine, meaning if the chlorine is excess, we can get the product is like this. If methane is excess, what happens? First one, if chlorine is used as chlorine is excess, if the chlorine is excess, what product we are getting means there is CH3Cl, CH2Cl2, CHCl3 and CCl4 also. Many number of products we can get. If CH4 is excess, if methane is excess, we can get only methyl chloride. We can stop the reaction in first step itself. Now we are going to see the mechanism for the first equation, that is methane on chlorination in presence of sunlight to give CH3Cl plus HCl. For this chemical reaction, we are going to see the mechanism for this reaction. So free radical mechanism can undergo three-step mechanism. Step number one. Chain initiation. How to initiate the chain reaction? So this chlorine reaction with sunlight means here chlorine bond can be broken into homolytic fission. So it can undergo the reaction is homolytic fission. It can undergo homolytic fission reaction. It can form the Cl dot plus Cl dot. Free radical it can produce. In chain initiation step, chlorine can undergo homolytic fission reaction and it can form the free radical first. So this is bond breaking. Bond breaking means this is an endothermic reaction. Step number one, chain initiation is the endothermic reaction. Now step number two. Chain propagation. Name itself, chain propagation. Propagation means we have to propagate, continue the chain reaction. See this one, I am adding that Cl free radical. Now I am adding methane. So in that methane one hydrogen react with chlorine to form HCl plus methyl free radical. That methyl free radical can react with one more mole of chlorine to form methyl chloride plus Cl free radical. Again Cl free radical react with methane to form again. The same reaction, the step will be continuous like this. The step will be continued number of times. That is chain propagation. Chain propagation reaction. Chain propagation reaction is an exothermic reaction. Chain propagation reaction is exothermic reaction in case of in case of chlorine, chlorine and bromine only. But in case of iodine, it is an endothermic reaction. In case of iodine, endothermic reaction in case of iodine. So end of this one, I will explain why it is endothermic and why it is exothermic chemical reaction. Now see the step number 3. See the step number 3. Chain termination. Chain termination. So how to cut, how to terminate the chain means whatever the free radicals are available, that free radicals you can combine, you can get the molecule Cl2 methyl free radical combined with another methyl free radical to give C2H6 ethane, and methyl free radical combined with chloride free radical to get CH3Cl. But our major product is this one, so and these were minor products. So major compound for the finally this one. You can combine all these equations. Cancel together. Methyl cancel, Cl cancel, methane cancel. Finally, we can get our equation CH4 plus Cl2 gives rise CH3Cl. This is the mechanism for the free radical substitution reaction. Now, I am going to see the second equation, that is CH3Cl. Reaction with one more mole of chlorine in presence of sunlight, we can get CH2Cl2 plus HCl. So, I am going to write one more time the mechanism for the second equation. Now, see the mechanism for the second equation. Step number 1. Step number 1. So, chain initiation. See, chain initiation, same as usual, Cl2 in presence of sunlight, we can get the Cl free radical and another Cl free radical. So, step 2, that is chain propagation. So, in chain propagation, what we are doing is that Cl free radical combined with CH3Cl. Hydrogen can take the chlorine, it can form HCl plus remaining is CH2Cl dot. The free radical belongs to the carbon. Now, CH2Cl dot on combined with Cl2 to form CH2Cl2 plus Cl dot. The chloride free radical again combined with methyl chloride and the chain reaction will be continuous like this, that is chain propagation. Step number 3. Chain termination. So in termination we can stop the reaction. So whatever the free radicals are there, that free radicals you can combine, can stop the reaction. CH2Cl dot plus CH2Cl dot. And get CH2Cl and CH2Cl. Third one is CH2Cl dot plus Cl dot. We can get CH2Cl. This is our major product. So you can try for the equation number 3 and equation number 4. Try for the mechanism for the equation number 3, that is CH2Cl2 reaction with one more of chlorine, so it can form CHCl3 plus HCl. You can try for the mechanism for this one. And step number 4, equation number 4, CHCl3 on reaction with one more mole of chlorine in presence of sunlight, you can get CCl4 plus HCl. So we can continue like this, chain initiation, propagation, termination for all the reactions. See the reactivity of halogens towards free radical substitution reaction. See the reactivity of halogens towards free radical substitution reaction. Free radical substitution reaction. So generally we know. So what are the halogens? Chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Chlorine, bromine, and iodine. Generally, fluorine is highly reactive, so it can easily react with alkanes, then chlorine, then bromine. So reactivity order we know. Halogens are highly reactive. Out of all halogens, fluorine is highly reactive, then chlorine, then bromine, then iodine. Methane. So why not I am not writing the reaction. Methane a reaction with chlorine to form methyl chloride in presence of sunlight, like HF. This reaction never be done in the lab. In lab, it is not possible. Why it is not possible in the lab? Means because of highly exothermic reaction. Highly exothermic reaction. Highly exothermic reaction is, as per thermodynamics, delta G negative, delta H is very high, so large amount of energy liberated. Hence, the experiment, the chemical reaction almost, how much amount of energy released means, it is almost like a bomb. So, we cannot done the fluorination of alkanes directly. Then what method we require for the preparation of halogenation, especially fluorination for the alkanes means, generally we are using the Schwarz reaction. Schwarz reaction. This reaction, one of the most important named reaction, Schwarz reaction, we are using for the preparation of fluoro compounds. This is also called as halogen exchange reaction. Halogen exchange reaction. So halogen exchange reaction means you can take other than chlorine, I am taking methyl chloride or methyl bromide or methyl iodide. All these are on reaction with silver chloride AgF or mercury chloride HgF2 or stibnite chloride SbF3. You can heat this one, then automatically you can get the CH3F. Only halogen exchange method, that is the Schwarz reaction, we are using for the fluorination of, that is fluorination of the compounds. Next. Bromination as usual like chlorination. Already I discussed about the chlorination. What about the iodination? Iodination. So iodination means halogenation. That is, I am taking the iodination. In presence of sunlight, in presence of sunlight, it can give methyl iodide CH3I plus HI. Already recently we discussed what is HI. HI in presence of red phosphorus, very strong reducing agent. Strong reducing agent means it is immediately reacting with methyl iodide. So there is a chance to get the backward reaction. So iodination reaction is a backward reaction. Remaining all the reactions are only forward. Iodination reaction is highly backward reaction because of there is a strong reducing agent. There is a strong reducing agent. That's why it is highly backward reaction. Now we can see further mechanism for this reaction. Mechanism for the reaction. Previously I wrote iodine reaction towards iodine is the endothermic reaction. Why we will see. So in this mechanism, as usual, we can write further step number one. Step number one, that is chain initiation. Chain initiation. Chain initiation. In that chain initiation, iodine in terms of sunlight, we can get the iodine free radical and iodide free radical. So this is endothermic reaction. Bond breaking endothermic. Bond breaking is endothermic reaction. So in remaining halogenation also, this halogenation also, the reaction is endothermic. Step number one, no problem. Now see the step number two. Step number two. Step number two. Methane, that is chain propagation. Methane reaction with iodine free radical to form methyl iodide plus not methyl iodide, HI. You can get methyl free radical plus HI. That methyl free radical reaction with I2 to get methyl iodide CH3I plus iodine free radical I. So like this vice versa. This is the chain propagation step we know. What is the major problem here is already there is a reversible reaction will be happening with respect to HI. This chemical reaction, carefully observe, this is also endothermic reaction. Why it is endothermic reaction means iodine is the least reactive. So you want to increase the reactivity, we have to supply the energy in this step. In this step, we want to chain propagate. So you want to create another free radical. Iodine is the least reactive. So iodine least reactive means we want to supply the energy to the chemical reaction. So it is also endothermic. What is the major problem is? What is the major problem with the iodination? Major problem with the iodination is first one, it is highly endothermic reaction. Highly endothermic. Step number one also endothermic. Step number two also endothermic. Highly endothermic reaction. Highly endothermic reaction means more amount of the energy will be consumed. So you want to supply more and more amount of the temperature. So you are after supplying more and more amount of the endothermic reaction, more amount of energy you want to supply to complete the reaction means it is highly expensive reaction. Highly expensive reaction. So iodination is not possible almost. And moreover, it is a reversible reaction. It is reversible. It is reversible because of HI is strong, reducing agent. Already because of HI, it is a strong reducing agent. That's why it is a reversible. So reversible means what we want to do? We have to control the reaction. No? It is a strong reducing agent. So we want to control the reaction. We have to add a strong oxidizing oxidizing agent. HA is the strong reducing agent. HA is the strong reducing agent. I am going to add a strong oxidizing agent. Generally we can control the reaction. So what strong oxidizing agent we are using is HA. We are adding with HMO3, nitric acid is a strong reducing agent, and HAO3, or you can take HAO3, iodic acid, HAO3, you can use for the controlling of this reaction. So it is converted into I2. HA is converted into I2 and what? Now we can control the reaction. So that's why wherever you are seeing the organic chemical reaction, halogenation means you are observing only for bromination and chlorination only. Fluorination is highly exothermic, iodination is highly endothermic. Highly exothermic also problem, highly endothermic also problem. So here, wherever you are doing the halogenation means 100% we are taking chlorination or bromination only. Clear? Now, see the chlorination, this is the chlorination of methane. First of all, I am asking the chlorination of ethane. Chlorination of ethane. Chlorination of ethane. So ethane I am taking C2H6 and doing the halogenation, chlorination in presence of sunlight. So you keep in your mind always chlorination is excess. They will mention. If they are mentioning C2H6, ethane is excess, first step itself we have to stop the chemical reaction. C2H5Cl plus HCl. C2H5Cl. Again, I am doing the halogenation in presence of sunlight. That is C2H4Cl2 plus HCl. C2H4Cl2 on reaction with again chlorine to give C2H3Cl3 plus HCl. C2H3Cl3 reaction with one more chlorine to get C2H2Cl4 plus HCl. C2H2Cl4 again chlorination you can get C2H Cl5 plus HCl. C2HCl5 plus Cl2 gives C2Cl6 plus H. So 6 chemical reaction. Only halogenation of generating a 6 chemical reaction. So if you want, you can write the mechanism for the each and every chemical reaction. How we are writing for the methane. Methane I am writing only one. C51 and so methane I am writing only methane chlorination at the methyl chloride chlorination. I am writing only for the two chemical reaction mechanism. You want me to write the mechanism for each and every chemical reaction here. Now see that another important is propane halogenation. Propane halogenation. Propane halogenation. Propane CH3CH2 CH3. Propane on halogenation in presence of sunlight we can get the two different products. We can get the two different products. Why? Because here we are having the two different types of hydrogen. This is primary, this is secondary, and this is tertiary. So if the halogen will be attached to the primary carbon, we can get the answer is CH3, CH2, CH2, Cl. If the halogen is attached to the secondary carbon, the product we can get like this, CH3. This is which is major product and which is minor product. Means secondary is major, it is 55% major, and this is minor, that is 45%. So second one is a major product for us. Reason is why second one we are saying as major product. So the compound is, how can you say the compound is more stable? Means based on number of alpha hydrogens. Otherwise, see the general organic chemistry, there is an inductive effect, hyperconjugation, resonance effect. So for the stability of any molecule, we can see first resonance effect. Here there is no resonance effect. Next we will see the hyperconjugation. More number of hyperconjugated structures, more stable. First one resonance, second one inductive effect, third one we can see the third variety is hyperconjugation. First variety resonance, here there is no resonance. Second one is inductive effect. Here there is a two plus I groups, electron releasing groups. Electron releasing groups. In this intermediate mechanism, we are observing the free radical. So while you are writing the mechanism, it is a free radical substitution reaction. So the reaction intermediate is free radical. Free radicals are electron deficient. Electron deficient means it requires the electron giving species. So it is also electron giving, it is also electron giving plus effect. So more plus effect, more stable, more plus effect, more stable. Otherwise we can say more number of alpha hydrogens, more stable product. So like carbocations, free radicals also electron deficient. So order of stability is third degree free radical is more stable than 2 degree than 1 degree. Stability order of free radicals. Stability order of free radicals. Stability order of free radicals like this. So this is the halogenation of alkanes. Halogenation of alkanes. Second one is nitration. Second one is nitration. Second one is, next one is nitration. Pre-reactant substitution reaction. Second one is nitration. Nitration. Alkanes. Nitration, we need concentration HNO3. Concentrated HNO3. I am taking at room temperature. I am taking at a room temperature. So if you are taking the room temperature, there is no reaction. There is no reaction. Why? Because already this is cannot have free radical substitution reaction. Free radical reactions are done at a high temperature. So if you are using normal temperature, it will not react. Now alkanes on reaction with concentrated HNO3 at high temperature. High temperature means generally 450 degrees Celsius. over 50 degrees Celsius temperature we are using, and moreover this is in vapor phase. Vapor phase. It can undergo for the nitration. So nitration means NO2 group will be attached. We can get RnO2 or NO2 plus water plus H2O plus H2O. See, this is general reaction. Now I am going to write the normal reaction. CH3H concentrated HNO3. There I am writing this is HONO2. HNO3 I am writing HONO2. So same high temperature we are using 450 degrees Celsius and vapor phase only we are using. This OH and H we can remove as water. OH and H you can remove as water. Remaining you are doing the nitration, you can get CH3NO2. Name of this compound is nitromethane. Name of this compound is nitromethane. See the mechanism for this reaction. See the mechanism for the nitration reaction. Nitration for the mechanism for the nitration. Mechanism for the nitration reaction. Here I am taking HONO2. First step number 1, chain initiation we know. Free radical substitution reaction is 1. So chain initiation we are starting. OH and O2 at high temperature 450 degrees Celsius and vapor phase. Already I told you, if the chemical reactions they are giving sunlight, high temperature, peroxide, another free radical they are given, it can undergo free radical substitution reaction. Now it becomes OH free radical or HO free radical plus NO2 free radical. Is the chain initiation. Next, chain propagation. Second step is chain propagation. So in the chain propagation, first taking that OH free radical, I am taking the methane. So methane I am writing like this, CH3H. Now water we can remove, H2O plus methyl free radical. Methyl free radical. Now in chain termination we are doing that methyl free radical, it's combined with our nitrate and free radical, you can get CH3NO2. So you can combine all these, NO2 cancel, OH cancel, methyl free radical cancel, free radical also cancel. Remaining one is methane CH4 plus HNO3 450 degrees Celsius and vapor phase this is, we can get CH3NO2 and water. So this is our final equation. This is the mechanism for the nitration reaction. Let's see the nitration. Another example for the nitration I am going to give. Propane. Propane I am taking. Propane on nitration, it can give what effect? Propane. Another example I am giving. Propane. CH3, CH2, CH3. On nitration. Nitration means you are taking concentrated HNO3. Nitration and high temperature 450 degrees Celsius. 450 degrees Celsius and I am taking the vapor phase. See the product, so you can use the two different products. Why? Because we are having the two different types of carbons, there is primary and secondary carbon. If that it will be attached to the primary carbon, we can get the compound is like this: nitro, nitro, propane, or propyl nitrate, NO2. Now it will be attached to the second carbon. It will come like this. Like this. Now, which is the major product and which is minor product? So already we are seeing this can undergo the free radical mechanism. Free radical mechanism. Second one is secondary free radical is more stable than primary. So the test is more stable than secondary and primary. So this is the major product. This is our major product and this is our minor product. This is our major product and this is our minor product. So this one is how much means major product is around 40% and minor product is remaining 25%. What are the remaining one? So totally 100%, no, 40% this one and 25% this one means what about the remaining one? See, here we are using the high temperature. Here you are using very high temperature. So high temperature, what that means? At high temperature, CC bond will be broken. CC bond is broken. So we were using very high temperature. So what happens? So CC bond will be broken. I am taking the propane. If I am broken here, there is a free radical. Now you are doing the nitration. We can get the equation CH3, CH2, NO2. This is one of the product and plus CH3, NO2. So 40% secondary, 25% primary. So remaining is this one we can get 25% and this one we can get 10%. So totally 100%. So different products we can give. For suppose, so without mechanism I am going to write now another example. For suppose I am doing the butane. Butane I am taking CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. Butane I am taking. Butane on nitration concentrated HNO3 at 450 degrees Celsius and in vapor phase. So generally, for suppose, see how many products it will come? CH3, CH2, 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 NO2. That NO2 will be attached to the first carbon, the product is like this. If the NO2 will be attached for the second carbon, CH2, CH, NO2, CH3, like this we can get product. If it can undergo further bond is broken, so we can get CH3, CH2, CH2, NO2 and another one is CH3, NO2. If the bond is broken is exactly middle, so we can get CH3, CH3, CH2, NO2, 2 moles we can get. So like this, a lot of different products we can get. So out of all these, which is major product means obviously free radical mechanism we can undergo for the tertiary, secondary, primary. The order of stability will be the same. For suppose I am taking the most important thing or most important point. For suppose I am taking the neopentane on nitration, what happens? Neopentane on nitration, what happens? See, neopentane generally cannot undergo for nitration. Neopentane cannot undergo for the nitration. Why? Because concentrated HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. Concentrated HNO3 is a strong oxidizing agent. So while you are doing the nitration, concentration HNO3 you are using at 450 temperature, and moreover it is in vapor phase. What happens here? It is the concentrated HNO3 is the strongest oxidizing agent. So it cannot give nitroalkane. It cannot give the nitroalkane. It can give the acid. So what it can give is acid. Carboxylic acid it can give, acetic acid, CH3COOH plus CO2 plus H2O. This is correct and this is wrong. So it can give the carboxylic acids. This is the most important note point for us. So this is the chemical properties of just only halogenation. Substitution, free radical substitution. In that free radical substitution we are finishing only halogenation and nitration. And there is a sulfonation will be there. Sulfonation and a lot of most important chemical reactions, pyrolysis, aromatization, isomerization, oxidation of alkane. So all these are the discussion for the properties of chemical properties of alkane. You will see in the next class sulfonation of alkanes, pyrolysis, aromatization, everything. Okay, thank you students.